Well, I arrived at Bill's house. Kenilworth.
Because of my age and relatively accident free,
Yeah.
the insurance costs are less than a bloody road tax.
Oh wow.
They live at Kenilworth.
Yeah.
They both left.
Yeah.
That was for the film they've been doing of our side.
Oh wow.
But I haven't watched the other side probably.
No, no. So you came here a few years ago then?
Oh, it must be 5 years ago. Maybe longer. I was a member of National Trust. Park walks everywhere.
Yeah, first me, yeah.
I don't think so. I'm trying to remember everything. I remember seeing that pagoda thing. Yes.
Oh, I've never been here before.
Actually shut at the moment.
Wow.
It's doing renovating. Oh, this is a place.
Yeah, quite.
Is this new wallpaper?
It's
been restored?
yes, it's I'm not quite sure of the exact day, year it was put up, but it's an exact copy of what was there, which was peeling off and not looking
Yeah,
good.
no, that's right.
But it's
As about as good a copy as you can get.
it's allegedly a very good copy of it, and in fact it really had to be made specially because the rolls are wider, they're not standard. It's all like 29 inches or something.
Oh,
so it's non-standard, so they really had to have a...
Oh, and they've got priest holes here.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah, gonna look at it.
Why not?
They hid it because they were Catholic here.
Okay.
No, perhaps you can't see it, but in one of the rooms you can see a priest hole.
Yeah.
Well, afterwards. It's amazing ceiling, isn't it? That's the garden.
Yeah. Wow.
That's not huge, is it?
No, not really.
They've got an issue with the box plants down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Wow.
That's marquetry, isn't it? Where they use wood to make pictures, different colours of wood. Look. Oh, this is the family.
Yeah.
Oh, the gardens were flat then, weren't they? No high hedges.
The gardeners were
There's a lot more things to see in a house.
Yeah, there is, isn't there?
But they only get 200,000 a year.
No, there was.
Kenilworth get more than that, don't they?
Yeah, Kenilworth too, definitely. Wow.
The figures were about 240 of them.
Stone by stone, he demolished the Sark house and built himself an abbey. But it wasn't an abbey unless you had the big tower on, and it fell down. So he refused to be defeated, and in fact, cut long story short, he had 3 architects up together, and they all fell down. By which time,
There's nerines planted along the side there, so in autumn you'll have lovely pink sort of lily-esque heads. I've planted a load of muscari down there as well a couple of years ago, so again in spring you get that, the brunner underneath the wisteria, which again in spring is fantastic. A couple of clematis in here. This rehedriana's got lovely pale yellow sort of little bells, very unusual for, well, your usual clematis flower is your big blasé ones like those over there.
Is that a black marlin?
I think it might be actually. We've never seen the label for that. Well, I've never seen the label for
Very
that.
soon there might be the Lisa.
Right.
I'll come in a second.
And I've been asking people for it, so if that's your suggestion, we'll go with that.
It's very well on tea.
Planted up.
Whereas the rest is grass.
Yeah.
A lot easier.
Well, we don't even do that. That's contracted out. That's an area. We could perhaps, if we got to sit on lawnmower and train people up, we could do ourselves. Oh, you've had mould here.
2 a year. Wow,
Oh, you've had mould here, haven't you?
yes, you can see. It looks
Oh yeah, yeah.
It looks a lot better than it did last
They've had
year.
moles?
I can tell you that. I mean, it was not very formal last year. We'll put it that far. But this border's had a lot of work done on it over the past couple of years. It was my remit in autumn 2015, wherever we are. Yeah, autumn 2015 to try and get it a bit more colourful and sort of sustain the colour for a longer period, because
Over the summer.
that's it. Yeah, there was just too much in there essentially, and it was all getting crowded out, and the swards, you weren't able to see them properly. Unfortunately, this is the in-between time now. The alliums have just gone over.
Alright,
I
yeah.
can do a talk on the deer while we're here if you want.
Why not?
Technically albino. Albinos have the red eyes as well, and a fully white, whereas these are just white coloured as such.
Right, it's because they've just got a big spot.
Yes. Just walk and look.
You have to tell them off.
Children sometimes. But. So we've actually got 4 colours of deer here.
Oh yeah, you got the darker ones.
So you've got the dark ones, which are called melanistic, because melanin is what tans your skin, or the pigment that tans your skin. You've got the white ones, which are called white, funnily enough. And then, if any of them will turn round, which they probably won't now. So there's a few different sorts of dotty ones. The ones with the lots of spots don't have a black horseshoe around their bottom. At the moment, they're all up in what's called polo field in the park, because they've just been sheared. So they're all got, which has proper quarantine greenhouses with, fully wash yourself off before you go in.
You know where the tea room?
never bothered to check if I was
Yes,
the visitor centre. When it came to
yes, the visitor centre. To the right of the visitor centre was a place called Avenue France, and that's our little place.
It does die down in the summer, so it's not like...
Oh, what is that?
It's called a dragonarum, but loads of people have asked about it over the past week, so I thought you might as well have a look at it.
Yeah, I've never seen one before.
It comes from, it's bulb, so it will die down in about a month, disappear to nothing, and then come back up in spring.
Brilliant.
So as I was just saying to that couple, it would have been better actually poking through a bit of ground cover.
At least you can see them, can't you? I have never seen those.
No, I've not.
It's as I can.
Camera, where's my camera? Come on. Oh, here we go.
That was really interesting.
I'd like to come back and go on one of those
Yeah, I'll have to come back.
guided tours
Yes.
around the house.
Yeah.
What I'll do, I'll see my mate John,
Church there.
and I'll arrange to come one Wednesday. He'll be able to get me.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Ah, good trip. Courtesy of English Heritage,
We didn't see anybody.
the National Trust. Goodbye.